Didn't miss it.
You didn't say pew, pew, pew.
Nope, not going to say pew, pew, pew.
You're not going to do it?
I'm not
I thought
doing
you were going to go pew, 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 pew.
Nope, not doing pew, pew, pew.
I want to get closer to you.
Not doing pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. I'll do it. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
I love the little bears that she puts up.
Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's oils time!
Why? Why do you do that?
Because I got a message today from somebody that's saying that they missed me screaming.
Oh. Oh, God. Who was that? Everybody lynched that person. Who was it?
Not telling.
Every time. Every time. Not me.
So, look, everybody, let the word out because I got an announcement to make. I was told I was allowed to announce it.
She said, I have my sound settings on it to level out all sounds. So now you don't get loud anymore. Your intro is why I did it.
Don't be hating on the intro.
I've tried to get him to change it. He won't change it. I missed the opening of this show, and man, that just scared me.
See, he missed the pew, pew, pew.
Mm-hmm. I was saying pew, 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 pew,
Pew,
pew.
pew, pew. So, while we're giving everybody a few minutes, let's get the word out that Mama's Oils class is about to start. Pew, pew, pew. And tonight, we're talking about
Ylang Ylang.
Ylang Ylang.
Ylang 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 Ylang.
The adult essential oil.
Some of it, yeah. That is one of its,
If only Bill Cosby had Ylang Ylang.
Maybe that's why.
What? Oh, you're talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe. That makes a lot of sense.
Did I really do that to myself?
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
You get sleep, but boy, woo!
What kind of sleep do you get? Holy
John
cow.
John!
I love that channel.
John John?
Always sits through the ad. He'll let us know that he's here, but he always sits through the ad. I love that. I think that is so cool. Yeah.
All of our subs do that, I bet.
I hope so. If not, it's okay. But it's appreciated if you do.
You know, there's a rumor going around
Uh-oh.
that Roots and Refuge has the nicest subs.
They do. But not the nicest.
Oh, I was gonna
They
say.
have nice.
They have nice subs.
I would be willing to put our subs up against their subs.
I think the Big Bear Clan, I think they're pretty nice.
Pretty nice?
I think they're cool.
No.
I think you don't want to get on their bad side.
I would say, because this is the thing, we've been doing live streams steady for a while. I love that. They did last night because many of yours were there. That's true. That's it. We're nice so long as you're not hurting the bears. So, I would be willing to say, the thing is that we've been doing the live stream thing now for a few years.
Like
3 years. That's what a few is. Did you know that?
Few is 4.
No. No. Your daughter informed me of this.
Which one?
LaDessa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So we've been doing it like 3 and some change years.
Look, it's Grandma D.
Yes. But what we have found is that some of these people that are in here have not just been with us those 3 years. Mm-mm. They've been with us way longer than that. Way longer. They've been watching us for a while. And
Kitty was one of our first subs. I know she's been with us for...
She's been with us a long time. There's a lot of people we've met that have been like, I knew you way before, or I'm going to say the bad word, the Homestead Network. I knew you way before all that, you know? And... and I would say that I may or may not have followed a week after your first video because I thought it was funny. I would have to say that our group is very loyal. Very loyal. And I am sure that most of you know this, but we truly appreciate that. Like, that is huge. When we are having a rough day, to know that there's people out there that just...
Sometimes when I'm having a really bad day, I just jump on live just to see which ones
who shows up
of the Big Bear posse is going to show up and make me laugh. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so here's another nugget of information. I'm done my second class in college at the University of Phoenix. Caw-caw. Does the Phoenix go caw-caw?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, Kitty's like, if YouTube would get their crap together, we would know who was on and when. It's true.
First class, I got a 100%, but that's like PE. I was like a PE class.
Yeah, it was like a PE class.
This one, I got a 99.8. How do you get a 0.8 of a percent? How do you take away 0.2 of a percentage point?
You have a bad proofreader. Now, for all of you that are fairly new, that is not discounting your loyalty at all.
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Because there is something about... It's just the rapport that we kind of allow and that we love to have with people.
Like Spicy White Bear.
Yeah.
I love
he's
that.
Fairly new.
I love going back and forth with him about the FBI.
Speaking
FBI. I don't really love him. I still love my wife.
That was for your attitude deduction.
There's no...
I love it. D said that was for your attitude deduction.
Yeah, that's probably right. And you know where I learned this attitude from?
Where?
Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? MICKEYMOUSE. Hi there, ho there, hey there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
She's gonna cuss you. She won't cuss me, but she'll cuss you. Oh, Lordy. I need to stop playing with that bottle because I'm about to get it in my mouth. Really? Okay.
All right, so only 16 people?
I guess.
Look,
I mean, I don't know.
I can eat this one, but I'm not eating it until we get 40. At least 40.
I guess not as many people are interested in essential oils anymore. I don't know.
Oh, I think it's YouTube.
I don't know.
Did you get the notification that we're on?
But I always get it because I'm like right here with you.
Because here's the thing. Here's how I know it's YouTube. Where's Suburban?
She might be busy.
That's how... No. Suburban's never not that busy. How I judge if YouTube is letting it out or not.
Teresa Dean's not here.
Teresa Dean's not here.
Yep.
Tanya's not here.
Tanya's not here.
Suburban's not here. I look for Kitty, Incense, Tanya, Suburban. Those are my 4. D, Teresa. You know, I got about 5 or 6 that I look for to tell me if it's getting out or not.
You notice a lot of our new subs are getting it.
But a lot of our old-timey
Tanya's sleeping, so she won't be here.
Oh, you should sneak a speaker up there, and I'd be like, hello, New York.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is some people know that we're here at 7 o'clock, so they just naturally are start looking for it at 7.
Yeah.
But most people... Yeah, the last time she was here, she didn't get it either, so...
So you should probably send her a massage.
Well, I think... What's his name posted... Waking a sleeping grizzly bear. If no one is dying, you don't wake her. That's pretty. She's like, now I get notified. She had to unsub and then resubbed. And now she gets... I don't know. I mean, it just...
If you're not getting the notifications, then by all means, do it. It'll mess with our algorithm for a little bit, but...
But it's just... And I'm
sure
noticing,
you hit the bell.
The newer subs, like the people that haven't been here as long, are ones that seem to show up in the chat. But for the most part, our older subs don't... And I don't mean old in age. I just mean
you're just stepping on.
Been here a while. Okay, so let's talk about Lang Lang. We've been kind of running our mouths for 15 minutes now.
Well, you know what? There's 18 folks in here.
19.
19 folks. Well, that says 18. That says 19. That did say 20.
Jumps around.
20 a minute ago. Okay, so here's a tidbit of insider information.
Yeah, for the 19 that are here.
For the 19 that are here. You're going to be happy that you were here. Yesterday.
Oh, look who's here. Rainbow Valley. That's Rachel.
Yesterday.
Love Rachel.
Amy Fuel from the Homesteaders of America Conference sent me a message.
Not that message.
She said, Jason, would you be interested in doing your class again this year?
Yep.
And
look, it's T!
And I said, why, of course I would. I love the Homesteaders of America.
We really do. I look forward to it now every year. In October, it's like, look, even Ladessa gets jealous because it's at the beginning of October. And I'm like, yes, October's almost here. And she's like, yes, my birthday. I'm like, no, the Homesteaders of America Conference.
And I'm like, no, it's the HOA, then the Walking Dead.
Yeah, she gets a little salty about that, but, it's all right.
So... I am changing my class this coming year in 2019 is going to be cheaper than it was in 2018. We are not offering all
the stuff that comes with it.
Beginning
trapping kit,
predator control kit.
Yeah.
We lost too much money in that one. But I am in the process. I'm talking with Brighton Entertainment. Now, those of you that have been around for a while, you guys know who that is. Those of you that have not, they are the production company that I do the superheroes with, and that they are the ones that I interned with that taught me how to edit and how to film. And so they are going to be helping me make an instructional DVD that will come with the class. And we'll also have, if you can't make the class, I'll also have some at the booth for sale.
And then of course all the stuff that you're going to show them how to use, we will have for sale at the conference.
And I will have some predator control kits
available
at the conference. I just can't offer them with the price of where we got to keep the price range of the class.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let's talk about Ylang Ylang.
Let's talk about Ylang Ylang, baby.
You might be a homesteader if the inside pocket of your hoodie has hay in it. Isn't that lovely? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, good news. My mom is out of the hospital. That is awesome, Cheryl. Thank you. Glad to hear that. What? You don't have yours?
I was going to make us twins, but I don't have my hoodie
pocket. Please put my name on a DVD when you get done. Definitely. All right.
I was going to hit you up for a sponsorship.
Ylang Ylang. Ylang Ylang is also known as poor man's jasmine. Would have been here a couple minutes ago, but you had a long ad I had to wait for.
You missed the announcement.
Nah, she'll go back. Okay, so it's also known as the poor man's jasmine. They do have a lot of the same undertones as far as smell goes. But this oil, I love the smell of it. It smells so good. So this very first thing, let's talk about contraindications and all of that stuff. There really are none, y'all. The only thing is if you have low blood pressure, just be careful. Because this oil is hypotensive, I think is the right one. Yeah, hypotensive. So if you already have low blood pressure, you want to be really careful with this one because it may lower it more than you want it. Or the other thing too, even though it's not anywhere in my research, just common sense, and I'm going to throw it out there. If you are taking medication to lower your blood pressure, do not use this and your medication at the same time because you're doubling up, right? So what I've always said is if you're using an oil for a specific...
Is that fine?
That's fine. If you're using the oil for a specific benefit, be careful if you're taking any medication or using any other herbs or anything like that to do the same thing because you don't want to double up and, make it even more potent unless that's what you're trying to do. If you're trying to add the potency, then that's fine, but know in advance that that's what it can do. Alright, so with this oil, you can use this one aromatically, topically, and you can ingest it.
I'm not interrupting.
Obviously, you made me stop.
That's because you're nosy. You want to know who I'm texting.
I know who you're texting. Mr. Man Bun.
Oh, that wasn't even me this time.
Okay. So, wait a minute. When did you send your message?
Send a message about no cherry stuff when I was at the gas station.
He just got it. Just now.
Yeah, man.
Okay, go away.
Okay.
Bye.
That's fine with me.
Is Jason going to try some? If we can get it up to 40, he will. Okay.
Okay.
So it can be used aromatically,
That means in the air.
topically,
It means on your skin.
and you can ingest it.
That means you get to eat it.
Haha, go away, bye. You're pretty good at that.
Hey, Blaze got taser certified today, y'all. Sorry.
Big Bear Oils class. 15 minutes of oil, 45 minutes of everything else.
I got a
Always happens.
I got a great video of him going.
No, it was more like beep. Look, let me tell you another really funny thing before we get back to this.
Oh, see?
Carol said to me, she said, "Mom, there is a God." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "I didn't want you to see on the prayer wall today, but I was praying to God that Blaze would get tased in the butt." And sure enough, today he got a taser right in his lower back, very close to his honey. And so Carol is now convinced that there is a God and he is listening to her because her brother got tased in the butt.
That's not a bad idea, Carol.
I mean, I was dying because she's like, Mom, I am so happy. You couldn't even, like, you could yell at me and say that I'm not having my birthday and everything else, and you would not take away my happiness right now. So she said, thank you, Lord. Yep, that's about it.
What's very cool, and then we need to get back on this, is I have caught both of them at different times praying. And let me tell you, Dessa can pray.
Oh, yeah. Look, that was part of my... I mean, I'm sure you probably thought I was crazy at first for doing that. But the Lord laid it on my heart to do it that way. I am convinced that by having it in a space where we are constantly there, that it just... I mean, it just evokes the urge to want to pray.
And neither one of them like to say grace. But
no,
they can pray.
But I'm telling you, I love it. And I love that you all will reach out to me and tell me to put people's names on that prayer wall. It's awesome. I love it. Don't stop, y'all. Keep it up. We got a whole wall. We got plenty of room. And if I need to go down to small chalk instead of the big chunky chalk so that we can write more names, I'll do it. I don't care. I'm all for it. So don't stop sending me names. I've got some I gotta add too. Remind me.
All right. Back to the Lang Lang.
All right, so now we're at Lang Lang.
Back to the Lang Lang.
I love you too.
Back to the Lang Lang.
All right. So what is it? It's an oil, distilled, steam distilled, from star-shaped yellow flowers of the Ylang Ylang tree. You're supposed to say Ylang Ylang.
I thought you was going to say from the Starship Enterprise.
No. It's native to India. It's found in Indochina, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, all the way to Queensland, Australia.
Been there.
So,
what a beautiful town, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure. All of Australia is beautiful.
No, Queensland was beautiful. And it's like a big city. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was Brisbane. Never mind. Queensland is a territory. But Brisbane was the city.
Or as some of our English people say, Brisbane.
Beautiful, beautiful city. They got churches in there that will just take your breath away.
Oh, I'm sure. There are places like that all over. Practical Modern Homestead, what's up? So, this is, like I said, it's steam distilled. It has a sweet floral scent. It's actually the top note key ingredient in Chanel 5, number 5. So, any of you women out there that are familiar with perfume, Ylang Ylang is used in a lot of perfumes. And like I said, it's one of the key ingredients in Chanel number 5. Now, here's the interesting part. It takes 14 hours to distill this oil. And that's just the first round. They distill it twice. So, the first process, they call it Ylang Ylang Complete or Ylang Ylang Extra. That's the high quality oil, the first quality. Then when it goes around the second time, they just call it Ylang Ylang. And that is used in a lot of scented stuff. So anything that it has to deal with scent, that's where your secondary distillation or process, that's where that's going to be used, is that secondary, less quality oil. Because it's being used for its scent, not for its properties. So, if that makes any sense. What? Why are you looking at me funny?
I'm paying attention.
Now, here's a really cool thing as well. The quality of the oil and the potency of the oil is determined by when it is picked. this is really cool. It's another one like jasmine, I think, is another one. Which is why it makes sense that it's called Poor Man's Jasmine. It's kind of the same process. Early in the morning is the best oil. And the reason for that, so anywhere from dusk until dawn is usually the best, and dawn really the most, because it's pollinated by a night moth. So the moth goes around at night pollinating, so in the morning time is the highest quality oil. So when you pick those flowers first thing in the morning, it's the best. Quality can also be affected by the mixture of temperatures dropping. So if the temperature drops and there's dew on the flowers, that can also help with the quality of the oil. So that's pretty neat. Let's see. So let's go into, oh look, there's Jen. Hello, Jen. So there's just a little bit of history on ylang ylang. A lot in the east and the west, eastern and western use. In Indonesia, this is interesting. In Indonesia, they spread the flowers on the bed of a newlywed couple. And that is because one of the things we're going to find out about it is that ylang ylang can be used as an aphrodisiac. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get off him! Are you kidding me? Oh my God, you just like threw that on me. Oh, now it's... Oh. No. All right.
That was what did she call it? PDM, public display of marriage.
Marriage, yeah. Mm-hmm. Instead of PDA, that was a yeah. Jason, she said a newlywed couple. He said, "Oh no, I gotta stop wearing number 5." What did he smear all over me? Ylang ylang, the oil that we're talking about.
Did it tell you the name of the moth?
It just said a night moth, night flying moth. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind.
I don't know. It just said a night moth. So okay. So in Indonesia, they used to put it on the flowers on the bed of a newlywed couple, and that was to promote a healthy marriage. In the Philippines, healers used it in salves to treat bites, cuts, burns, scrapes, even snake bites. And we'll find out a little bit more why with one of the properties in that in just a second. Another one is from the Molucca Islands. It was a primary ingredient in a hair, and I want to say this is pomade. Is that right? Pomade. I believe it's pomade is the right way to say that.
Saying it's night moth.
Yeah. Known as Macassar oil. I think I'm probably butchering that, but that's okay. Now, this is what's interesting. Yeah, snake bites. I used to use it in snake bites. But
I wore your shirt today too, family.
Is it pomade? No. I don't think it is. Is it really? Anyway, pomade. Okay. All right. So there it is. All right. See, I mean, you guys know I don't know this stuff as far as hair and girly stuff. I don't know that. Okay, so pomade.
What is that, a shampoo?
No, it's a hair, like I'm assuming it's like for texture, that kind of a thing. Not quite a gel or some kind of like a styling oil. It actually helps a lot. Men use it. There you go. It was used a lot in Europe.
Wait. Pomade, isn't that the stuff that you drink that the little samurai guy comes out with and
No, it's just palm. That's a pomegranate drink.
I think that was called pomade.
No. Butch wax. So It's like a wax. Yeah. So, okay, so the thing is that
I could use that for my beef.
this was so popular in Victorian England that they actually made a decorative chair covering that was protected upholstery that actually worked against that pomade. So it was called an anti-macassar, so that it helped the upholstery to not be stained by that pomade. So that was pretty cool.
FFP in the house.
Alright. Now, as far as medicinally when it was used, I used to own a store where we sold essential oils and natural lotions. That's cool. So, medicinally, it started being used at the beginning of the 20th century. It was discovered by Garnier and Reckler, which were two scientists. They were conducting research on the island of Réunion, which is east of Madagascar.
That's where all the animals went from the zoo.
They discovered that it was an effective treatment for all types of diseases, including malaria, typhus, and intestinal issues and infections. They also noticed that it had a calming effect on the heart whenever it was affected by stress. So that's one thing that we're going to find out with what Ylang Ylang is
Really?
used for a lot. Yes, and I'm
Maybe
going to
I
get
should
to
start
that.
putting that on.
Baby, you already do. Okay. So, as far as and then the other thing is commercially, like I said before, it's used all the time in perfumes. It's used in hair products, conditioners, cleaners, cosmetics, all of that. Yeah, Jason learns yet another secret. Okay. So,
Wait a minute.
properties.
Wait. You said I already do.
Use it? Mm-hmm. Do you think I added that to my recipe on accident?
Recipe for
It was a
what?
very calculated move.
Y'all know if I ever just turn up dead, start here.
He's not getting it, Kitty. I think I'm just going to have to explain it.
You're doing it wrong.
So.
Doing it wrong.
Oh, shite. Wait, what do I need to do?
You want me to do it?
Yes, Daddy, do it.
Yeah, baby.
There we go. So, that's
my sleepy soap.
Yes, this is Warrior's Repose soap. This is, of all the soaps I've made, besides for Zits and Giggles, this is one of the best soaps I've ever made. And I used 4 oils. Can you show the back of it?
So the back. Okay, showing the back.
So, on the back of it, boop, I have the ingredients. And on there, you may or may not be able to see. But it has Ylang Ylang, lavender, clary sage, and wild orange. And I used the Ylang Ylang.
Oh, wild orange.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show y'all what wild orange did. Look how clean this is.
We've had that board for like 3 years.
3 years.
And it had, go ahead.
And it had electrical tape sticky stuff on it.
Bye, MG.
And all I did was put 3 or 4 drops of wild orange on a rag. Booyah. Clean as a whistle. Looks brand new.
Yep, it does look brand new. And it didn't affect the shininess of the board. I don't know if you could really tell that. But it didn't, like, wear away at the top of the board at all. So it was definitely good for removing sticky, adhesive stuff. It took all of that off.
I'm telling you,
really
the
cool.
more I play around with cleaning with essential oils, the more I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't have to look. I sat my big, fat, hairy butt right here.
Did you really have to say hairy?
I'm hairy. And 3 or 4 drops on the rag. On this rag right here. Look how dirty the rag is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm not making this stuff up. And I was literally right here talking to my beautiful bride.
Mm-hmm. Next week's lesson, waxing.
Wham. And it came off like that. I did.
Uh-oh.
I could only clean my children's attitude.
Okay.
Because we did. That's up. Give me that board right there. The farm goals board.
We did the same thing with this one as well.
Did this one. Now look how much the farm goals pop out now. Bam.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're all nice and clean.
This board was
Trashed. We thought we were going to have to throw it away. Yep.
3 drops of wild orange.
Yep. Worked out really nice. Okay. Now, the properties of Ylang Ylang. They're antidepressant, antiseptic, aphrodisiac, sedative, antispasmodic, hypotensive, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory. Okay. Now, the big one that Ylang Ylang is used for a lot is for heart health. It improves blood flow, so it helps support a healthy circulatory system. It can help regulate blood pressure, and prevent, well, I don't want to say that. It can help with overall heart health and cardiac support, basically. You can use 1 to 2 drops in water or warm tea to help with regulating blood pressure. But again, if you have low blood pressure, obviously you're not going to use this for that. You want to be very careful. Also, Ylang Ylang is a natural antidepressant. It smells good. It evokes positive effect on mood. It also helps get rid of things like negative emotions like anger, fear, stress, all that kind of stuff. It's good to diffuse. Maybe that's why I seriously feel better when I put on my perfume. Probably. It really does help. With what? Oh, I don't know.
I bet it would. I just popped in my head because that's...
Part of it?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It helps with insomnia. Definitely. It's one of the ingredients in the soap that helps to put Jason in a coma at night. It helps with chronic fatigue. It's a mild sedative, but when you give it the 1-2 punch with the clary sage and the lavender, that's what kind of... When you put those all 3 together, it's like, bam, bam, uppercut. Like, knock you out. And it helps lower your stress level. Now, I will give a disclaimer in there. If you don't like the smell of Ylang Ylang, this might not help with that. Because if it evokes a reaction of, oh, I don't like that smell, then it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to help lower stress. It's going to be one of those, like, for instance, anything that spearmint is good for, it's not going to be good for me because I don't like the smell at all. Like, just talking about it right now is making my stomach uneasy. So I can't use that oil for any of its wonderful benefits because of that. So, it's the same thing with any of these oils. It may have a property of being sedative, but if you don't like the way it smells, I don't know that you're necessarily going to fall asleep to it. I think you're going to be like, oh my God, get it off of me, you know? So that's the one thing that I try to tell people is just because it says that it has a certain property, if you don't like the way it smells, that could possibly defeat the whole purpose of using it. So, now, ylang ylang is also used a lot of times for skincare. Helps prevent signs of aging. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It also helps, there were studies done that showed that it helps fight the development of melanoma cells. So I think that's pretty interesting. It also helps with seborrheic dermatitis or eczema. That's a specific type of dermatitis. It also helps with things like acne. And the reason why is because it has antioxidant properties as well. And the antioxidants protect the skin from the oxidative stress that comes from the free radicals that are in the air. So that's part of the reason why it helps with preventing signs of aging, because it's helping for that. So,
so I could put some on my crow's feet and they'll go away?
I don't know that. I mean, I think this would actually be better for a younger, somebody who may not yet have any signs of age, or if you want to prevent further signs of age. I don't know that it's going to make things go away. Can I put it
on my beard and make all the gray go away?
No. Energizing scent. Obviously, this stuff smells. You're saying you're past it, Jason. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Actually, I was preaching to the choir because I've got all these laugh lines and all of this stuff here.
That's my fault.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
I made you laugh
all the time. It has an energizing scent, so it's another one of those that you can. If you choose to diffuse it with something that's kind of invigorating, like a wild orange or a citrus, it would really, it's kind of nice to kind of keep,
I think I got some in my eye.
An energizing, that's what you get, atmosphere. It's also good for your hair. It promotes healthy and shiny hair when you combine it with coconut oil. Helps with tangles, dandruff, lice. It also has been known to stimulate growth of hair. So if you're kind of thinning in different places, you can definitely use it for that as well.
So the next time I see the professor, I need to walk behind him and just go,
you are so
boop,
mean.
Boop, on that little solar panel he got back there.
You're so mean. Okay. It also, we've already talked about this a little bit, it does increase libido a little bit. It can help with hormone imbalance and also with PMS symptoms. So you'll find out here later.
I'm gonna take this reducer off. I'm just gonna dump it on your
that
head.
This oil is found in the monthly women's blend. So it definitely helps with those kind of issues as well. Also,
can we get a 55-gallon of it?
Mm-hmm.
So then that way when all three of y'all start, I can just be like, you are baptized in the Holy Spirit.
No, that's why we keep Clary Calm constantly on order. Like, it is on my
but
order.
I couldn't get any enjoyment out of that by dunking y'all. But...
Yeah, and that's a good point. Cheryl says putting things like that in your hair is a good way of having the scent around you all day. Yes, definitely.
I mean, I got 3 women in this house.
Mm-hmm.
My son is leaving. He is getting out of here as fast as he can.
It's just you and a dog. And he doesn't have his man bit, so he might as well be a female too. Also, it can help to relieve gas, colic, stomach aches. It's a digestive aid, so, if you find that you don't have any of the ones that you traditionally use for a stomach issue, you can always, if you've got this one, grab it, rub a little bit on your abdomen, and that can sometimes help with gas as well. So that's a good one. It helps reduce anxiety, frustration, stress, and fear. And that is exactly why I use it in the Warrior Repose soap. Because it's supposed to help a lot with negative feelings and things like fear, anxiety, anger, all of that stuff. So this oil is definitely should be in your arsenal if you have any kind of PTSD issues, any kind of anxiety issues, any kind of depression, anything like that. This oil is a must-have for those kind of things. It also helps with equilibrium, and that's not just physical equilibrium, but also your mental equilibrium. And like I said before, it helps with mental fatigue. I can do the surgery for you, just saying. Well, that's cool. Now, that's pretty much...
How do you use it for those things? Country Homestead Preacher.
For what things? Tell me exactly.
The PTSD, the depression.
For the most part, you can use it aromatically, whether it is something like you diffuse it, or you put a cotton ball and you put some oil in a cotton ball and, you know, kind of dab it on you, or you put it, you know, any kind of way that's going to be aromatic. So, like, put it in your hair, like in your shampoo, or in your lotion, something like that. Now, I keep saying that, and it sounds like I'm saying topically, but I'm talking about from an aromatic perspective. Now, you can also use these things topically for that, and you can ingest them as well for that too. You can do 1 to 2 drops in your water, in hot tea, something like that. Believe it or not, they used to use ylang ylang for a flavor thing as well. So, but you can use it so many different ways. A lot of people will put it like on the base of their neck or on their pulse points. I like to put it like right up underneath my ears, right in here. That works really nice. So it just kind of depends on, you know, what your comfort level, where you're at with it.
Okay, you said the magic word.
What?
Putting it in tea. Oh. So, let's taste it.
Just 1 drop. Just 1 drop. Just 1. Please.
It's time to taste the oil.
1 drop. No, stop. Oh, you always get 2. It's not good for hemorrhoids, just so you know.
That's funky.
Mm-hmm. It's not like gag reflex bad or anything. It's
it's like your mama caught you saying a curse word.
Like soap? Really?
Yeah.
He's gonna sucker me into doing this. You know that, right?
It's got that weird, like, mouthwash at the dentist taste to it.
No. I could see if you put it with something. Maybe like a vanilla.
It's not bad.
No.
I've tasted that before, and I'm trying to think of in what.
When you got the soap in your mouth?
No.
No, I'm talking about our soap. When you accidentally get it in your mouth.
I don't get it in my mouth.
But it's not bad. Not bad at all. What?
Maybe in those, remember those big fat jaw breaking Red Hots?
Yeah.
You never made it to the middle of one.
Yeah. But it wasn't like that. It was sweet.
Once all the cinnamon and stuff was gone.
Yeah, it's like a sweet sugar ball. That's definitely not that. But I don't know. But
or those lemon drops.
I bet if it had like
I bet it was in some candy.
If it had
look it up. Was it
like
in the candy?
No.
Was it in the candy? You sure?
Yes.
Sure went in the candy? You sure Willy Wonka didn't put it in the candy? Ow.
Exactly. Okay.
So you sure?
Yes.
Positive. You talked to Willy Wonka?
Yep.
When?
Have him on speed dial.
I want a chocolate bar.
No chocolate bar for the keto guy.
When you gonna ask? Then ask him when's he gonna come out with keto chocolate.
Anyway, So this oil blends really good with bergamot, frankincense, manuka, sandalwood, and yarrow. I would be...
Can you eat bergamot?
Yes.
Did I eat bergamot yet?
No, we haven't covered bergamot yet.
Oh, okay. Here's bergamot.
Now let me see.
It's in
Let's put...
my house.
Because Lucy gave you that.
Oh,
It never made it in our house. Ooh. Smell it. Here, put your hand out. Smell that together. Rub it together. I love the smell of bergamot, y'all. It smells so good. Doesn't that smell good? Really?
I have big lungs.
Puff puff give over here. Anyway, it's a little off topic, but what scent goes good with eucalyptus? Peppermint, rosemary. Rosemary's good. Lemon is good. Peppermint's good.
I wonder if like Jess, because she's got all that chest congestion, at that would these two break that up? Because that's what it feels like it's doing for me.
I know Ylang Ylang's a little bit of an antispasmodic, so it might help with the cough part of it. I don't know about with the actual breathing part. It's not in any of the breathing, the breathe or the respiratory blend or anything. It's in the focus blend, the restful blend, the joyful blend, the women's monthly blend, and also, and I thought, funny enough, it's in the repellent blend. Add several, a warm bath with Epsom salt for at least 15 minutes. Mix a few drops of coconut oil. Right, exactly. And with the Ylang Ylang, you can use it with anything. You could blend it with some lavender or whatever. Put it in some Epsom salts and then pour it in a hot bath, and that works really nice.
That's a nice smell.
That bergamot smells really good with it. So that's definitely one you could try that's nice and relaxing.
I feel like it's completely opened up my chest.
Well, inhaling anything as deep as you did probably going to open up your chest, but it's good for your heart anyway. Does anybody have any questions? We're doing pretty good keeping this at about an hour.
Okay, so you said it was good for cardiac.
Cardiac support, yep.
Cardiac support. So
it's good for like getting your blood circulating well, and it's hypotensive, so it helps with with blood pressure, with high blood pressure. Do I sell my soaps? Yes, they're on our website. Hold on, let me find out. I want to say $30-something. 32-ish maybe. Somewhere around there. Let me find out for you. See, that'll tell you that my motivation for this class is never about selling this stuff, because I never remember how much it is. It's definitely not the question I'm usually waiting on. Let's see.
Woo! So I think I'm going to start diffusing this one while I'm in class.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because this college stuff is really stressful.
Oh, no. It's a little higher than that. 49. 49.33.
49.33. But you can have this bottle right here for 2 easy payments of $35.95.
You're so funny. But one thing I will say is it's such a strong smell and a strong potency of oil. It does not take much, y'all. It's 250 drops in a bottle. And I even use this bottle I've made 3 rounds of soap, and it's only at about half. So it
not
does
even
not.
at half.
Yeah, it does not
and you
take
figure,
much.
if I would have known it would have cost that much, I wouldn't have done that whole
It's okay.
whole joke thing. I wouldn't have. Because I put like 17 drops on you. I was like, pow, 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 pow.
Not sure if you can answer this question, but I'm curious, why doTERRA over other brands?
Okay.
So,
we can answer this
I'll be
question.
more than happy to. The really simple answer is...
Just show up when you want to, Teresa. It's okay.
The really simple answer is nobody else approached me. It's the only one I did. They don't start till 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't start till 9. The thing is that I never had anybody from any other company approach me ever. I have been educated by several people from different walks of life. Didn't matter what company they were from, because the approach that I take is not about the company. It's about the it's about the oil. It's about knowing what the actual is that it's about what the actual oil provides as far as properties go. And the thing is that doTERRA, along with other companies, try to get the most pure form of oils they can, because that's just good business. There are some companies that are not doing good business, but you can find those out on your own. You can look those up. I don't know from experience what other companies do. I just know what doTERRA has done for us for the last...
That's not necessarily true, because when we first started this journey, when you first started looking into this, we did research. And doTERRA with us did more for sustainable farming.
Yes, this is true.
They did more for their wellness advocates. They did more for the farmers. They did more for... How do I put this? They were not just about sell the oil, sell the oil, sell the oil.
Yeah, and that's the truth. Teresa is kind of right. Their business practices are pretty upfront, and you can research those. You can look them up. For the most part, they're pretty transparent. As any business can be, they're pretty transparent.
And here was another big one for me. Okay? You can tell a lot about a company by the people that represent that company. Every person that we talked to that is with doTERRA, they have been uplifting, supportive, non-pressuring, non-confrontational.
Right. They kind of reminding me... It kind of reminds me of somebody who wants to go plant the seed of the gospel.
Yes.
Like they just kind of drop it in there and just walk away for a little while. At least in our experience. Now, there may be other representatives out there that are not like that. But our entire upline has always been very...
Well, not necessarily, not even just our upline. We know people that is not part of our line whatsoever. And... not that way.
But I know somebody who is in doTERRA that is like that. I know a couple that are like that. But that's human nature, y'all. That happens. But the thing that I always tell people, with a company that is big as doTERRA is, you're going to have some. I mean, it's just going to happen. You're going to have some of that. But let's see, of course they all have those oils around them, so if they're perky and chilled out happy people, exactly, right? Those that are really truly using the oils, you can see how well the oils work just by how they are.
Maybe almost. Well, then that also, then I'll go with it this way. If we go down that road, then that will tell you that doTERRA oils are definitely more pure than some younger oils. Because every person that we met on that line
was not exactly the happiest.
Were really close to being throat punched.
Yeah,
and that was the big thing for me.
And you're asking our opinion, so we're just giving you our opinion. We're not, you're gonna have some bad apples and everything, but the good outweighs the bad. That's exactly true. I mean, it happens. So, like I said, put the generic in the freezer, and if it freezes, it's crap. That's true. That's true. But again, I think the biggest thing to say of why doTERRA for us is it works. We always manage a way to make sure that we can afford it, so it's affordable for us. Because there's a lot of people that say, oh, doTERRA's expensive, da 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 da. But I'll tell you, if I were to look at what I would pay in some other things that may not as effectively manage the things that we manage with these oils, I could tell you, just think of some of the medications. This bottle, retail value, what did we say, 40 something?
$49.33.
Right, so $50.
But we're running a special for 2 payments of $36.95.
So my question to you is, how many medications do you know of that are less than $50?
All my VA medications.
Anything that's a heavy hitter, y'all. Heavy hitters. I'm not talking about but like some of your blood pressure medications, some of your antidepressants, those are high. They're expensive. So sometimes for people to say to me, oh, that's expensive, it's crazy. Because I'm thinking, well, you'll drop that in your blood pressure medication, but you won't drop it. I just don't get that. But
and I go back to everybody asks me, they'll say, well, why do you think your oils work the way that they do? Or why do you think these essential oils are getting all of the results that they're getting? And modern medicine, how did it start? It started with people looking at the herbs and the plants and the vegetation.
Natural
remedies. And they tried to copy it. They
made a synthetic. Synthetic copy.
And so the copy wasn't exactly like the original. It was a copy. Right? And so there were some things left out. Well, then guess what happened? Well, the bug mutated. And so then they mutated the medication. And then it mutated. And they kept on chasing it. Well, now we are so far away from the original thing that now the original thing is the only thing that is killing the bugs.
Yep. So, and that's a good point. My one medicine's only $9. But if the insurance didn't pay for it, I'd have to dish out $305. Exactly. That's my point. I'm talking about before insurance. Even with insurance sometimes.
Yep.
They're ridiculous. But I'm talking about without insurance, dollar for dollar. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So, we have no mods in here. So, anyway. So that's kind of the short but long version of why we use doTERRA. We just really, we love the company. We love the people that we're with. And the oils are so super... And here's another thing. And for any of you soapers out there, if you do if you put all of your stuff into soap calc, because a lot of you know what I'm talking about. If you go in there and you put in your recipe, it's going to tell you that you need so many whatevers of the essential oils or your fragrance or whatever. I'm going to tell you. One time I followed what Soap Calc said I should have for oil, and it was ridiculously strong. I can only put about 15 to 20 drops of a bunch of these oils into my pot, so to speak, because they are so strong and so effective that you can't, I mean, it's ridiculous. So that's pretty much another reason why I use doTERRA, because it's very, very potent. So, all right, any other questions before we call it a night? Right there. Is that what you saw?
Nope.
What do you see?
I remember now.
Oh, look who's here! You need to rub some deep relief on Jason's face.
Oh, let's man bun.
Do you have any oils that will help me with my phone FBI issue? Looks close to the camera. Jason's face looks the same color as his hat. Yeah, when he gets close, the orange is like the same. Okay.
Alrighty. So, we learned about the Ylang Ylang tonight. So we know it works with cardiac health.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with the brown cow. It helps with circulation.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
stress, depression, anger. They just jump in here anytime.
No, I'm wanting to see what all.
Um,
I'm wanting to see what all you grabbed from the class.
I focused on one thing.
Oh, I know what you were focusing on.
Public display of marriage.
This is your pop quiz, Jason.
No, I'm going to start diffusing this while I'm in class.
It does help with focus and attention, and but be sure to blend it. I would not diffuse it by itself. I would definitely blend it with something else that's an energetic, so that you don't get any of the sedative.
So let me ask you something. If I was to fabricate some smoke bombs and put this in the smoke bomb,
I don't know what a smoke bomb entails. Like, how you do that.
And when you women are going crazy, if I could just be like, frog out.
No, you need to just do me like I do you, where I go ahead and take some and I put it like, I go, oh, hey, baby, how are you doing? That's how I do Carol. It might earn you an additional point, too. I'm not sure it would mix well with sulfur, Jason. Are we repping Young Living? No. We're doTERRA.
We're doTERRA.
We're doTERRA. M80's in the school's bathrooms. Lemongrass will wake you up and the whole house smells good. Yeah, we love doTERRA. That was a question right before you came in. We were asked.
Oh no, they've been here the whole time. They've been lurking.
Well, then how did he ask that question then?
Because he doesn't pay attention.
Oh, well, then there's that. Anyway, so if there's any more questions, anything else?
Remember, we've been invited back. Well, I mean, we were going to the Homesteaders of America conference again. But if you missed my class last year, it is back by popular demand this year, 2019. We're going to have this stuff out, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks. I'm talking, like I said, I was talking with the production company, Brighton Entertainment, about helping me make my DVD. And
there's our lurker. I love Tim. You have no class.
And so the DVD will be offered instead of the trapping kit to make the class more cost effective and affordable. So we're super excited about doing that again the day before the conference. Plus, that's what I was looking at right there. Bam. No space.
Okay.
Taking me to school. What's he talking about?
I don't know.
And pack out lunch. What did I say that made him?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
He got his little short bus on there.
Oh, class, because you don't have class. I'm taking you to school.
Okay, got it.
Hey, look, Windsweep's here. She must be on a break, maybe, from work.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsorship. What is she asking about with sponsorship?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you going to the Arkansas Shindig, and will you have oils info there?
I mean, I always have oils info. Just ask me.
Well, Jess also does doTERRA, so that's kind of her turf.
Yeah, if that's her
that
territory,
way.
yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She's doing that. I didn't even find that out until yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Jess has lots of questions, lots of answers, so that's more her area. So I'll leave that alone. But I'll always answer questions. I'm not going to try and sell anything.
He's such a goober.
I know, he's funny. I mean, what I'm getting at is if you have questions about anything, I'm free to answer any questions. I won't be selling anything out there that's oil related, except for maybe soap, but it's not going to be, it'll be soap that has oil in it. You want to start a turf war? Yeah! Bring it! He's so funny. He cracks me up. Not a helmet, Tim. A hat.
And both of them boys were licking windows back in elementary school. And they're going to talk about I was wearing a helmet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have any questions, Dawn, you can email me. We're more than happy to help you with anything that you need. Will these be wrestling over the turf war? No.
I mean, I'm coming to traps to his house.
She said I could stand by and be waiting with helichrysum from both companies. Yeah, oils are definitely a good place. Just, I mean, you could start with something very, helichrysum is expensive. Good quality helichrysum is expensive, definitely. And let me tell you a funny story about helichrysum. So at the HOA conference last year, there was a little bit of a tussle up behind our tent. I won't say that my daughter was involved in any of it at all. And so somebody came down with a cut finger.
Carol knocked him out.
No. You better cut that with some coconut oil or something. And so I had all of my oils with us. And there was another little boy that was helping, I don't want to say defend Carol's honor or anything like that, but like he was there kind of to make sure that nothing happened. And he ended up cutting his finger somehow. And the girls kind of felt like they needed to help him because they had, he had helped them. And so I go over to the tent and they're all huddled around my oils. And Ladessa's like, don't worry, Mom. We got it taken care of. He cut his finger, but we're going to fix it up right now. And I was like, okay.
And she's got the helichrysum.
And she's got the helichrysum, and she's like pouring it on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, do you know how much that oil costs? It's a little 5 milliliter bottle, and it costs like $100, y'all. Like, it is expensive.
And then the blacksmith kid runs into a tree.
Boom! Yeah. So, so anyway, I can't imagine one of your girls would need help with seeing off any lad. Let me tell you, I thought my daughter was going to break somebody's arm. Let's just put it that way. Because she knows how to put somebody in a chicken wing. And she got that boy.
Arm bar.
We have a bag of kids-safe oils that our kids go get and put on. See, that was my problem is my kids know how to use all of them. And so what ended up happening is they just went with exactly what they knew. They knew that he had it was bleeding good. It wasn't like,
Tim, don't make me go get Ladessa.
But it was a good cut. It was a good solid cut. And they did. When they put that helichrysum on there, you could see it. It was definitely helping. But there was a part of me that was like, oh my gosh, you don't even know this kid. Like, you haven't asked his parents if it's okay to use the oils. And, she is a sweetheart. So it was just kind of one of those things where I was like, okay, so the next time that somebody has blood like that, we can use geranium because it helps stop. It helps stop bleeding too, and it's like 1/3 of the price of helichrysum. They're like, okay. So yeah.
The funny thing was with Tim and Ladessa, they became buddies.
Like best buds, yeah.
At the Homesteaders of America conference last year, and Ladessa was going to throw some stuff away as we were cleaning up, and Tim was like, she walked by. She's like, hey, Mr. Tim, walked by, and she was throwing stuff away, and she started to walk past him again. He's like, hey, did you call me ugly? And she was like, oh, no, sir. No, sir. What do you know? And then she saw him start to smile, and then she was like, but...
But... if the shoe fits... You know that's Maya. Super glue is my go-to.
Super glue and electrical tape.
Oh, heck no. No. I'll put the helichrysum on and let it burn. Because that works really
So what's the matter
good.
with the super glue?
I'm not using super glue. I'm sorry.
Why not? It closes it.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
They use it in
I know they do.
In the hospital.
I know they do, but I'm not using it. Nope. Yeah, helichrysum first. No, if you want to put helichrysum in it and then put super glue on it, yeah. But I would definitely treat the wound first before I put super glue on it.
Run a flame over it real quick. Super glue.
No. I'm a cable zip the duct tape and WD-40 kind of girl. My first aid kit. Well, look who's late to class. I think he has a Navy corpsman taught me that. A cropsman, apparently.
Cropsman.
Corpsman.
I never saw any Navy cropsmen. Did they work in the farm on the Navy? In the Navy farm?
Probably autocorrect.
Don't blame it on
or something. Or something.
So, Breakaway Homestead, just to let you know, Amy contacted me last night, and she wants me to do my class again. Breakaway was in my class last year. Mm-hmm. And him and his best friend, Doc
Ferris, yep.
Ferris was in there. Mm-hmm. And he can say whatever he wants to in the chat. I have a written documentation of how he actually felt about
the class.
About the class.
That's funny.
So, but this year, Scrape Away, no Trapper's Kit. We are working on a DVD.
Will your traps catch a man? Teresa, you don't need to catch no man.
So, super excited. Brown coat in the house.
Yeah, he was there for part of it too.
Yeah.
Yep. not the best way to get married.
Nope, they're doing them.
They are.
They're doing them. She's got a list of some. Josh will be doing his blacksmithing class again, which scrape away. You should probably get into that class because you were a class clown in mine. I don't want you in my class.
They're doing the canning and preserving one again. Yep. Yeah, you don't need a trap to catch a man. Just make a good meal and he'll be asleep on your couch before you know it. and Teresa can cook, so I can go in your house in May to do that. That's true.
Yep.
That is true. And anybody that's interested in taking one of those classes and then sees that there's a different one at HOA that they might want to do as well, that would be a good way to get them both in.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Josh and I both are teaming up in May here on the Big Bear Homestead. A 2-day class session. First thing, bright and early Saturday morning, you're going to be getting the intro to blacksmithing. We're going to break for lunch. Boom. After lunch, you're going to get intro to predator control / trapping. And that'll take you out through the rest of the day. Then Sunday, it'll be flip-flopped. First thing in the morning, you'll be with me because we will be running a trap line in the class. So we will go out and check the traps. I
gotta bounce out and put my wildlings to bed. See you guys, and Jason, I still like you no matter what they say. Good night.
Night, dude. And then after lunch, you'll be back for more of an advanced class with Josh.
Yep.
Now, from my understanding, like with my classes, the people in my class, you will be setting the traps. The only thing that you're going to have to bring once you pay for the class is leather gloves. You will be setting the traps. I will be providing the trap and the bait. No, you don't get to take it home with you. But we'll be using my traps and stuff. We'll be setting traps here for predators on my homestead. And then we will go out bright and early in the morning, run them, dispatch those animals that we catch, and come back. And then we will do a skinning, fleshing, preparing the hide to be tanned class. Then that way you can take that hide home with you if you like. Won't be worth much, but to tan it, smoke it, and put it as a wall hanging. But that'll be about it.
You mean steel-toe boots? I'm assuming. Not steel-toe gloves.
Yeah.
Jason, you want me in your class? It would be a fun day.
Yep. I got lots of duct tape. Come on. And we are looking for either right before Memorial Day weekend or right after.
Oh, for those who get caught in the trap.
They don't hurt.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
Josh will be coming down the week of my birthday, and we are going to iron everything out. Why not on Memorial Day weekend? Because a lot of folks are going to be not...
Yeah, but, I mean, it does beg the question. I mean, it's less of a rush because it's a 3-day weekend, so anybody who wants to come, they don't have to feel like they need to rush back to work on that Monday.
That's true, but Memorial Day weekend is a day that we are supposed to set aside and remember.
Right, but that's that Monday. You're going to be there the weekend before that.
Okay.
So, I mean, and yeah, Dee said she wouldn't be able to come because she's going to be going to Disney that weekend.
Okay.
I think. So.
Just give them the Suburban and you come on up here.
Tell them to just swing by and just drop you off and they can go down to Orlando.
That's one heck of a swing.
I know. But anyway, so we could have a sunrise service. We could.
I'll talk it over with Josh.
We can do it on that Sunday regardless. We could do that Sunday. Whatever it is, we could do a little sunrise, whatever, that Sunday. Pick me up at the airport. There you go.
I can talk it over with Josh and see what he says.
Do you know if the HOA has camping?
I believe they do. A lot of folks did that last year.
Now it's not at the fairgrounds, but I think they're working on that.
They're working on something like that.
But I think that was for the RV stuff. I think it was more RV. But they did have, there were people that stayed at a campsite.
And from my understanding,
it was pretty
I
nice.
heard all kinds of people come back that they just had a good old-fashioned rootin' tootin' good time.
Yeah, because there was a bunch of them that stayed out there. And the only issue was it rained and it was windy. So, being in a tent might be...
Now, we are teaming up with Elk and Anchor Homestead, and we're getting a big Airbnb, whatever, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever it's called. We did that last year, and it was awesome. We offered Scrape Away to stay, but he was too cool to stay. And but they were really, really nice.
Logox intro. What's that?
I don't know.
If I can go, I won't know until a few weeks before. I've already been told hotels are booking up fast. Etc. are booking up fast. I can show folks how not to add package bees to a hive.
Guys, this week coming out, we are going to have our Logox product review. We are going to be doing, I think I've already did seed starting video, but we're going to be doing another one, and how to plan your garden video. Hopefully I will be able to get the swarm trap video out. We have a tremendous amount of footage for building those, and I want to try. Look, I gave Blaze 3 cameras and said go have fun, and he come back with some great footage. But the problem is I got all this footage, and it really takes about 3 to 5 minutes to really explain how to put a swarm trap together. So we've got to go through and get all of the shots in order, which we started last weekend. Well, he had to work. We had to work this last weekend. And so on his days off, that's what we're doing, is getting these shots together. And then I'll start the editing process. And then we will do kind of a vlog kind of thing. And get that one out to you guys. And then we'll have some how to make raised bed videos coming out. The bat box video coming out. And some other surprise videos coming out. We are working on one. Y'all, if we can pull this off, it's going to be cool. It's going to be super cool. So, we got a box opening coming up this week. It'll be out later on, late in the latter part of the week. We've got an update on the Harry Potter school room, doo-doo brown chalkboard room kind of thing coming up too.
You're funny.
What?
Just you talking about my doo-doo brown wall.
The poo room.
The poo room, that's it. By the way, that big old Suburban is 18 years. Holy cow.
Don't go with
the ifs. Go with the yes we cans.
What is it? I don't know what she's talking about. She must be talking to somebody else. So, see, some of the... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Some of the shots, we have to rely on somebody else. I'll just leave it like that. I think they're going to do a jam-up job. But the problem is when you upload footage to the internet and then try to email it, it gets smashed down, and then you got to try to undo it, and sometimes you can screw it up. So, but okay, last call. Any questions? about essential oils. Don't ask me how I got this handsome. Dropbox the footage. I do not know how to do that. Do you know how to Dropbox?
Mm-mm.
What are you doing?
I'm just being nosy.
Oh. Last call, you guys laughed, but that's where Robyn and I met.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. Well. Okay, well, no questions. So, be on the lookout.
It's how I have done some stuff for a guy out east. Oh.
Okay. Well, be on the lookout tomorrow, 6 p.m. I think we're going to be putting out the poo room update tomorrow. And then...
You're funny. You keep calling it a poo room.
The poo room.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any other questions about essential oils, or if you want to ask questions about how to become a wholesale customer with doTERRA, or how to become a doTERRA wellness advocate, please send Robyn an email on her oils email, which is bigbearfarmsoils@hotmail.com. So just think of it this way. Big Bear Farm Soil @hotmail.com. Okay? Big Bear Farm Soil @hotmail.com. And she will get back to you straight away and hopefully be able to answer any of your questions. We would love to have you on our team. We do have thank you for putting that up, Kitty. We do have a Essential Oil Facebook group.
Oh, which, by the way, this week they're doing buy one, get one offers. So, yes, Dee, I'll get that as soon as we get off of here. You can do... There's a bunch of buy one, get one offers this week. So, check those out.
And Robyn will be posting those only in the Essential Oil group.
Mm-hmm.
You join our team, then you get to come to the Mama Bear's Essential Oil business group. Dun, dun, dun. It's a secret. So, well, that's it, you guys.
He loves picking on you, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's because he wants to be me.
Oh, okay.
He wants to be like me.
Mm.
Y'all have a wonderful night. Remember, be kind
To one another.
to one another. You never know what that person could be going through, and you never know why the Lord put him in your path.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe giving you an opportunity to share a blessing with somebody.
That's true.
Remember to reuse, recycle, repurpose. Keep things out of the landfills and out of our coral reefs.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have a wonderful night. And we will see you guys again live Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a wonderful night. And we will see you soon.
Good night, y'all.
God bless.